Well, this was a boring episode, wasn't it?
It's mediocre.
Mediocre. Also, I'm John Ritlin. This is
The Terminator.
I watched the Charlie's Angels reboot. By the way, check out the review on the channel here if you want. That was vastly more interesting than this episode, which I didn't.
I unfortunately had to work today.
You did. You work a lot because you gotta earn that sweet coin. So, firstly, Catwoman 13 posted a couple videos. They pretty much summarize my feelings on this. This was a very blah episode, but check out her timeline there. We get recaps of the whole Corbin Reigns bullshit because we need to be reminded of that. And it's yeah. Well, they didn't revisit. They revisited it and made it worse.
Yes, they did.
Look, Corbin's not interesting.
No, he's not.
He's not interesting. I don't really care about this feud with Reigns. I was wondering how long you were going to do that, honestly, but I just... Rude and Ziggler, by the way, are out there. They did not get a TV entrance at all. We got Baron Corbin. It's just...
Always a great sign.
Look, Corbin is captain of Team SmackDown. I hope Team SmackDown is wiped out, and they're the first 5 eliminated. I'm sorry. I just...
Let Mustafa Ali win this one.
He ain't winning this, and you know it.
Shut the fuck up.
I hope he...
Shut your whore mouth.
You know what? Never mind. If it sounds like we just don't give a shit about this, we just don't.
It's because we don't.
They had... AEW is doing some bad comedy shit and some bullshit on their show. And we've called that out.
Yeah.
WWE has more money, more talent, and more exposure than they've ever had. And
you know, very learned production crew and Kevin Dunn.
Yeah. They have Fox behind them for this. And this is the best they can do. And you can even tell that Corbin doesn't want to do this. Corbin even knows this shit sucks. And Baron Corbin ain't very interesting. But we get more bad graphics. A guy in a dog costume. Who the fuck was the guy in the dog costume? We never got to find out.
A local dogger.
You proud of that?
No.
You should be, though. We then get Ali and Gable not really getting the TV entrance versus Rude and Ziggler. What?
Mustafa Ali. Fabulously. Ali Ababa. Because he has his first name back.
He does.
He
Unfortunately,
has reclaimed his name.
yes. Unfortunately, Gable does not have his name back.
That's because he chose it.
If Gable chose that name, then you know what? He deserves to... I know. He deserves to suffer through if he actually did choose it. I know he didn't. By the way, if Rude and Ziggler win, they get Ali and Gable spots for Survivor Series. Gable and... Reigns and Corbin are there, and the person in the dog costume, they run away, and we get a big old schmoz, and Ali pins Ziggler. I think Ziggler got pinned.
Yeah.
Because Ziggler always gets pinned. I don't know why I question that. So yeah.
It'd be very rude of him not to.
Right. We then get the Firefly Funhouse and the new Blue Universal Championship.
It's Blueberry Jam!
10,000 blueberries died to make that championship.
Died in the blood of 1,000 blueberries.
Nice Charles Dickens voice right there for some reason. We then get recaps of the exact match that we just saw like 10 minutes ago.
Yes, because, they didn't really think this through.
Nobody had... I understand they don't want to overexpose people, but they have... By the way, 9 days till Survivor Series. They don't have all these teams figured out yet. Mm-hmm. And I didn't write down all this stuff that was going on with the teams because we're going to do our Survivor Series predictions. And actually, I'm going to take a moment to just say right in the review here, since you guys are watching and we appreciate you watching. Here's the update for next week.
Appreciate you.
Yep. Here's the update for next week. We're gonna do enough out of you. We're gonna do two. We're gonna do 2 predictions videos possibly on Thursday. War Games or
War Games.
There we go. We're gonna do the War Games predictions and Survivor Series predictions on Thursday.
I think that's the best I could ever do of a William Regal impression.
Very good one. The reason is because Friday. Normally we would do it right after the SmackDown. I have to work that night and then work Saturday morning.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be really tired for War Games. Meaning Derb will either review SmackDown or I'll review it. So we will have our predictions up for both shows that day. So if anything changes on SmackDown, oh well. What the fuck? Why is it...
Really.
Nothing really changed on here. It's a great Taz impression with no neck. Nothing really changed. Nothing really changed here.
Yeah.
It was what it was. Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys on that. So we have Rude Ziggler and Baron Braun. We have Baron arguing it with everybody, and then he takes a dog person back. Maybe to Old Yeller him, I don't know. But then we then get Braun seeing Drew's PowerPoint.
Come on, dog. We're gonna get you spayed. What?
Spade and pootered. Goodbye, everybody. So Braun sees Drew's PowerPoint. About
No. You said it wrong. PowerPoint presentation.
Drew. I don't know what they're doing with Drew here. I don't. I mean, at least the B team got beat up, but this wasn't even a match. It just reminds you that Braun can throw people around.
The B stands for Drew.
You know, given the stupid shit they say, it's true. We get Big E and Kofi backstage.
Yeah.
And Big E mentions the pork sword. Because of course he does.
It is a blade of meat.
Saw that in the movie once.
I'm sure you did.
Yes. What do you think of the Braun segment, by the way? Yeah.
It didn't really serve much of a purpose.
It was
Hey
just...
guys, you remember how Braun Strowman's super strong? Here's an example of how he's super strong.
Good Tony Chimmel impression.
No, that would be the super strong.
So we get Bryan, Zayn, and Nakamura talking. Well, Nakamura just there. And Zayn's like, well, I ran away from the Fiend because I thought you were right behind me. And Bryan's like, I don't need your help. And then, you know who does need your help? Braun Strowman.
Oh, no, you know whose help you could use? It's Braun Strowman.
And Braun showed up because Braun
was there the entire time.
Yeah, just off camera. Braun is the smart one. Wait, that's Brain Strowman.
Yes.
That was
Remember that?
That was terrible.
Remember Brain Strowman?
God. Whoever's writing for creative doesn't have any brains. And we sure as fuck know Vince doesn't have brains anymore.
The straw man, probably.
Yeah, okay. There we go. So we then have Kofi and Big E versus the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Not a bad match. I really thought Kofi hurt his face on that post spot. That really looked painful. But the New Day retains. Okay? It was fine. The Revival went out, and I don't blame them. Because they wanted out all year, and really, can you blame them?
Apparently at a live show, they were making fun of the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I did see that. That was pretty funny. But then, we had the Undisputed Era attacking everybody. Well, attacking New Day. And so, but the Revival join in.
I hope if the Revival leave, they can take their name with them.
Dawson and Wilder?
No.
Right. Well, if not, they'll come up with something. But yeah, you had 6 Caucasians.
They're revived!
They would do that. They would do that. You had 6 Caucasians beating up 2 black men in Philadelphia. So par for Philadelphia.
Bye.
Heavy Machinery beat up 2 jobbers. Because we had the Heavy Machinery, and we had Lucha House Party run off the Undisputed Era, which doesn't speak well for the Undisputed Era because they should have been able to take down everybody.
Oh my God! It's a kitty cat! Run! Why does everyone say that?
And it's a
I don't know, Grand Metalik.
And it's a shirtless Otis.
Because of course.
Why?
Because he's hilarious.
They won. They beat 2 jobbers.
Yeah. What did you expect?
No. I mean, it's just
It's
right.
to them.
Oh, right.
The audience.
It's the
people.
Wait, can they react to us?
Yeah, there's a comment section down below.
That's how YouTube works.
Yeah.
We then get Sasha and Bailey.
Works.
We then get Sasha and Bailey talking, and Sasha mentions about Bailey being Nikki Cross, saying she has beaten her countless of times. Sasha, I know that that's not your real hair, and I know maybe...
Dost thou even English?
No, she doesn't apparently. She knows words, she just doesn't know how to use them. Look, there is no doubt that Sasha could do some great character work and actually isn't that bad in the ring, but maybe she's bounced her brain around a little bit too much, because that's bad. Now, granted, botches happen, but...
So do scripts.
Yeah. I mean, scripts, boy, jeez. So I don't think anybody could have made that work, to be fair, but still, she has beaten her countless of times.
I have beaten you the countless of times. Yeah, ha ha ha!
We then get Cole saying about Nikki Cross, she calls herself Naughty Nikki.
She's been very naughty.
The instant I heard that, I looked at like, you stop that. You stop that.
My name is Fred, and I've been very naughty. Courage Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, I know exactly what the fuck you were referring to. That's why I'm like, oh, all right. We get a Roman Reigns ad talking about children with cancer. Imagine being an idiot and thinking that Roman Reigns faked his cancer.
Yeah. JD.
Meltzer, wondering how he came back so quickly from cancer. Questioning the legitimacy of it. You know, plans change.
By the power of money!
And medical science. That too. So, Nikki and Bayley never really happened because everybody invaded, including Tamina. Tamina then got injured while doing this run-in.
Tamina, what is she doing? Her best.
Man, I'm shocked that Tamina didn't use the stairs. Snuka's always used stairs when the women are involved.
Stairs into the abyss.
And the abyss.
Left impact. Yeah.
And stairs black, so also. It was messy, but...
I didn't realize he was involved with Alistair there.
That would have been a fun match to see. I mean, if Abyss was like a few years younger, that would have been fun to see. So, the NXT women are there. Mia Yim, Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, Rhea Ripley. The women that Bayley laid out on NXT. And... Or Sonya is what I almost said. Sonya actually showed up later. Shayna shows up. We get this whole messy thing, but then Sasha's like, hey, wait a second. Why don't we four challenge you to a 4-on-4 match? Sasha, Nikki Cross, Dana, and Carmella. So 3.5, I guess, because Carmella's like half a wrestler. I'm sorry, Carmella is objectively horrible. So they took on Mia, Tegan, Dakota, and Rhea. I was slightly distracted by Tegan and Rhea, but other than that, the match was fine. The match was good enough, and Dakota got pinned by Nikki. Decisive win.
Yep.
And that was fine. Of course, you had Dakota and Tegan having a brace for everything.
She's double braced. I like how she was inspired by Kane, but now she's starting to look more like Stone Cold.
Yeah. All she needs to do is beat up women that... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. So, that was fine.
Yeah.
Hey, at least the women got involved in something meaningful.
The best match of the night.
And it wasn't even that good. That's nothing
to be fair, the tag match was actually... The starting tag match was actually pretty good.
The problem is after that abortion of a opening segment...
You couldn't care.
The crowd was dead for most of it. They cheered for a few things, but that just took all the steam out of them.
Shorty anyway.
Yeah. We get more brawling afterwards, and then we get the Survivor Series build for 9 days. We get Miz TV, and he said a crown jewel. Yeah. That's actually what he said.
You know what? All out.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan mentioning passion mixed with mental instability.
I'd like to ask one quick question, though,
yes.
John. How many matches were there in this 2-hour show?
Four matches, Chris.
And one of them was a squash match.
One of them was a squash match.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
I just wanted to point that out.
AEW Dark has 3 matches usually a show. Yeah. And if they don't involve Janela or Stunt, they actually can be pretty good. But NWA Power manages to cram quite a bit into 45 to 50 minutes. Sure, a couple of them are squash matches, but they build some good stories. The women were about the only thing that really built anything good here. I'm not knocking the women.
Not at all. Women's division is probably their most powerful aspect right now.
Yeah, the women's division is stacked. You know, wording could have been still passion mixed with mental instability. I'm not sure if this is a dig at Jordan Miles or ACH and the stuff that's been going on with him, or if it's just a poor choice of words, but maybe. But you know what? Daniel Bryan can carry it off and he can make it work. Still, don't know if I would have chosen this wording. But it is what it is. Then the Firefly Funhouse. Bray wants Bryan to say yes and let him in. Have fun unseeing that. And we've got a match for Survivor Series.
Woohoo!
And the crowd did not really give a shit. They kind of popped. Barely. We didn't get The Fiend attacking Bryan. But wait, is he The Fiend or is he The Fiend Bray Wyatt? If commentary doesn't let us know, how the fuck are we going to know who The Fiend is? C-. C- for this reason. If it hadn't been for the women's thing, I probably would have given it like a D. So I'm going to go C-.
Yeah, C-. Completely and utterly below average, but not a D.
Not the D.
But if you see what we see, there's a pull up here.
Can you tell how little we care?
You can grade along with us.
Yeah.
You can leave a comment down below, like the video, hit subscribe, hit the bell.
We upload a lot. I might be reviewing World Tag League. I might review 2 shows in a block, or just have 3 shows up like Monday morning. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to do the VOD stuff. But anyway, yeah, for next week, once again, War Games Survivor Series predictions on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then the review either by you or me for SmackDown Friday night.
Yep.
War Games and Survivor Series reviews Saturday, Sunday. So yeah,
I bet you can't wait for War Games!
I was wondering when you were going to say that. By the way, I'm John Riddle, and this is...
The Durbinator.
Yep, we'll see you Monday.
Goodbye.